All right, so we're shooting the clog photo shoot here. What we're doing is we're getting a couple shots of like what it's like to walk in this clog in from morning to night and work in it all day and wear it after. Really, it's something key to do when you're directing brands is you want to tell the story without saying it straight, outright. Like, hey, this is the all-day clog that you wear from morning to night. Like, we want to be able to depict that instead of just telling people it. And that's what makes it super creative. So I don't think so Alejandro back here is working on showing that, and we just had a couple shots to fill in. So we're getting that one and the shots here at the farmer's market. Up ahead, we're going to the farmer's market. So today's like the final day of shooting for this. And how it came to life is I worked on the landing page first, and then I'm like, okay, here's how I want to visually style it all. And then we're going to fill it in with the photography and everything that we need. And we brought my son Ben here to work with his dad. You want to say hi to everybody, Ben?
Hi.
Why do you like coming to these video shoots?
I like taking the videos in.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then also it's me and Dad days.
Yeah. So I was like bringing him on Fridays as much as I can to these, just to expose him to it. I mean, I think if I had seen some of this stuff when I was younger, I would have gone down a different path and thought like, oh, this is like work I can do. So I always like to bring him as much as possible. But we're getting a bunch of the content, and this is the behind the scenes of how we get that content and how we make that happen. So let me show you really quick the behind the scenes on these.
I think so.
What are you feeling about that shot?
We're just messing around.
I do always feel like I'm like a little nervous because I don't want someone who owns like the home or the business to be mad at us, but it's kind of part of shooting like this anyways. So if you're shooting these shots and you wonder like, I'm out on the shoot, I'm doing it and it just doesn't feel right, that's a normal feeling. But I think to get authentic content, a lot of times that's what it's going to take. It's not like we can rent out a whole neighborhood or rent out a whole restaurant in order to get these shots. So I think there's always that feeling of feeling like you're overstepping or you're in somebody's space, or like, what if I'm not supposed to be doing this? That is going to be there. But I think that's what keeps brands from doing this content. And at the end of the day, you have to be willing to step out and do that, or else your brand isn't going to feel authentic and you're not going to get the shots you need for your team. So sorry, by the way, for walking around with the camera this way. This is just how we had to get the video today. You feel like we got what we needed?
I think so.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby. Awesome. So if you watched the last video, that was the one where we kind of mood boarded this. We mood boarded out like some of the shots we got at the butcher shop. This is day 2 of shooting all of that stuff and getting everything we need for that landing page. So we're going to tease out this clog launch, and that clog launch goes live June 28th. And we're going to be running ads on Meta to that landing page to get people to opt in early with their email address. And then from there, we're going to basically go live with the shoe and via email and SMS for people to get early access. But we're just finishing up this shoot, and then we'll head on over to the farmer's market, get some more shots of this, and go from there. So we just captured all this content here in this garden. How we got this content is super simple. What we did is we basically used this gimbal, the DJI Osmo, and we basically just panned through a lot of this stuff here and showed the model that we have kind of rocking the shoe and using the shoe. And that's what we're doing more of here as well, where we have Dro kind of getting the shots we need, and then I'm rolling through with the DJI gimbal and capturing a lot of these shots of that shoe. And remember, these are the shots for the landing page that we're going to be building out. So that's how we're capturing all those shots. So super easy to be able to do if you have a low budget or are just looking to make something feel super authentic. Is find your location, figure it out, and then come and shoot that content and get what you need for the team. And we even got some. What kind of camera is this, by the way?
This is an Olympus Stylus 80, and it's got a super zoom.
Ooh. How many shots do you get on that?
36.
36 shots. We got 33, I think, left. So shots are limited. You really got to choose with that one. But all of this stuff together, the aesthetic of it's going to come together so nicely. And I think a lot of what you can do in pre-pro is just planning out locations, but you can't really plan everything that's going to happen. Like, I didn't know he was actually coming. It was our talent's husband, but I know Orlando as well from back home in California. And it's just cool that we happen to run into each other here today. And he's super creative, she's super creative, so it's cool to just have the whole crew here shooting stuff with my son as well, shooting stuff. How you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? You getting some good shots?
Well, it's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
note to self, charge the battery before we leave.
I did.
Okay. But yeah, we're getting a bunch of the shots we need. So these are the farmer's market shots that we need, and then we'll kind of string it all together. We're gonna do a quick color change right now. We're gonna go into the black shoe. And then once we go into the black shoe here, then we'll go ahead and call it a wrap, and we'll have all the shots we needed. But everything we got in 2 days of shooting and scouting out the spots like the farmer's market and the restaurant. And that's how easy you can get shots and stuff for your brand. If you have an e-commerce brand or just have some sort of online business, this is how you want to go about doing it. It took 2 days, maybe 8 hours total, and then some editing time, and we're going to bring this thing to life. All right, so for this shot, we actually are sitting in the truck bed, and we went and asked the owner, just because you got to make sure wherever you're shooting at, pro tip is you want to make sure that you are not just you're not asking for too much permission, but you're not asking for no permission to where it's going to ruin the shot. So he gave us permission to shoot these shots here in the truck bed, and they look super awesome because like everything in the back is there. So we're getting a lot of those shots, and then next up we're going to shoot some stuff in that red basket right there on this right here, and then we're doing some film stuff here with that shot. And just making it feel authentic as possible. Day in the life of a chef going from commuting to work all the way to wearing this shoe after work, because it is truly the non-slip shoe that you can wear all day at work and after work.